I'm back. For the love of all things holy, I am back. If you haven't noticed, my account had been kinda terminated for the past 2.5 weeks. I say kinda because the definition of terminate is to put an end to completely. My channel has been reinstated. All the videos are back to normal with their view counts and everything. That's not termination. That's, let's call it suspension, and use words like we're supposed to. In the meantime, I've made 2 new animated atrocities in the meantime. I've actually made 2 new animated atrocities, and I remade my Pet Sitter Pat review to be a little bit nicer. The Time Twister review I've already uploaded here on YouTube. However, Glenn Martin is apparently owned by Viacom, and so that will be on Dailymotion and Zipcast. For a while, I am eventually going to upload it here. I'll explain why. First, let's talk about exactly what happened. Copyright happened! Copyright, copy wrongs. I'm not going to rant about YouTube's copyright policies here. There'll be time for that in the future, and there's been plenty of time for that in the past. Instead, I'm going to just explain exactly what happened, so there's absolutely no confusion. Viacom started straight up issuing DMCAs of some of my videos at almost a random point. It was Viacom and Viacom alone. Some of the videos you can even consider random. They were all SpongeBob related, but that's where the similarities end. Under normal circumstances, when one video goes down, you get a strike from it. Viacom went and removed at least 5 in the span of 24 hours. One company had the power to terminate my channel, even for a time, all on their own. Now keep in mind, it's not like these videos were just uploaded and then hit. Some people think that's what happened. No, that's not what happened. Some of these videos were almost a year old. The oldest one, I think, is the top 10 Squidward torture porns. That's not the one that confuses me the most. Hell, not even the commentary of my review of One Course Meal. Not the actual One Course Meal review, the commentary of it. The review taken down that confuses me the most was my top 10 Patrick's a Prick episodes. When I originally uploaded it, it did get hit by the copyright ID system. And like most of them, it isn't taken down, but it does get blocked worldwide. I disputed it like I do all the time, and Viacom did nothing for 30 days. This means that they essentially did not have a problem with it. Most companies use a computer to just say yes or no. They didn't even do that. In my mind, at least in most people's mind, I hope, it should mean that they had no problem with that particular video. Until they changed their mind like 6 months later. Considering that literally no video is safe anymore, except for the ones that were actually already taken down and put back up, it's left me very paranoid, and it's even questionable about those videos. I am expecting this to happen again until I run out of videos to claim, which would take about 3 years at this rate, and that's not including videos I upload in the meantime. Any company has the potential to end any channel that they want. In fact, it's already been established that the copyright ID system has tagged wrong videos to the point of taking them down. There are third-party companies that go around claiming copyright on behalf of other people. That sounds very illegal. I don't know if it is because copyright law is jacked to hell and back, but it does sound very illegal. Now, let's talk about fair use. A lot of people say that I deserve to be taken down because I was uploading copyrighted content. If we follow that logic, almost every reviewer, every parody artist, and every Let's Player would also deserve to be taken down. Whether you like me or you hate me, that's totally irrelevant to that logic. I may have won the battle here, but I feel that the war is far from over. I will repeat this. One company can, at a whim, end any channel they want to at any time. Now, YouTube is a private company, and they're allowed to have these standards, although lying about it is really uncool. But I digress. Here's the thing about why a lot of reviewers complain about YouTube's fair use policy. They claim that they follow fair use. They claim that fair use is a defense, even though their actions state everything but that. If YouTube puts it in their terms of service that they don't give a shit about fair use, they will take down anything. If YouTube straight out says that they don't allow fair use reviews or whatever, they don't even want to bother with it, I will leave without complaining. But if YouTube wants to pretend that they have some semblance of fair use here, I'm going to stay and I'm going to complain until they stop lying. Now, to my viewers, this is important. Follow me on DeviantArt, Twitter, and my new Zipcast channel. Zipcast is kind of like YouTube without the copyright bullshit. This is where I'm going to be hosting my videos if I get taken down again. And like I said, I am expecting this to happen at some point. Believe it or not, I actually feel like I'm very lucky here. Not just because I actually managed to get back up. This happened to me when I was big. If something like this happened to a smaller channel, it could irreparably damage and stunt a channel's growth. If you'll notice, right now my videos are not being indexed in YouTube search engines, which is extremely important for a channel's growth. The DMCA was designed to protect intellectual property, not be weaponized against parody artists and critics, which it is being used to do. I was previously told that the system is limited to 1 strike per company. This is not true, although I kind of figure that that's a rule that needs to be established. I mean, even if someone were to upload a bunch of Paramount movies, and only Paramount movies, if each one was individually deleted, the guy would still be shit out of luck anyway. And yes, it would be incredibly tedious to file a DMCA against all of them, but it fucking should be. It should be tedious to file any sort of legal attack on another person. Not difficult, just tedious, so people can't constantly do it on a whim. It works this way for police reports, and it works this way for restraining orders. Bottom line is, I'm not going to give up until Viacom sues me directly and wins. They're not going to sue me unless I do something stupid and actually start uploading full episodes. They won't sue me because if they do, it would clear up the gray area that exists right now, and that could be detrimental to the company that put their own copyrighted footage on YouTube and made it look stolen just to sue YouTube. Nickelodeon is a company that doesn't care about quality, but Viacom is actively malicious. Never mind just the quality of product that they produce, which, if we're not even counting morality here, Viacom is probably the worst company in the United States, on product alone, not through morality like getting people killed or something. As much as I don't want to support them in any way, I'm going to keep reviewing their products. And that does mean purchasing them. Yes, I purchase each of the episodes that I review, and the movies that I review, as long as it is available for purchase somewhere. If you think that I'm done, I'm just getting started. I mean, ironically, the last thing I did before this takedown was the top 11 things that I'll never review. That implicitly implies that I'm going to keep reviewing things. Now that I have a Zipcast account, I can finally use that Herpy the Love Source script that's been sitting around. Also, you can find my Glenn Martin review there. I'm now more willing to tear apart the YouTube copyright school than ever before. Season 5 of MLP is starting soon, and not to mention the SpongeBob movie is coming out next month. But for now, let's start with that admirable animation of Operation Future from the KND coming Friday.